you do choose the camper van option, then it's an incredible way to see Australia. We have got the package where you can tailor it yourself. You can get up in the morning and decide what you want to do. If you want to do bungee jump, or if you want to go and see a famous old bridge, you want to go see a winery, or maybe a little beer is more your thing. Maybe you just want to get away for it for a couple of days and see nobody. That's perfectly acceptable too, as long as you get to the games. And with one of these, the camper van tour, is all in your hands. We've had a chat with one of the experts about camper vanning in Australia. I think they call it Winnebagoing or something. You know what these Aussies are like. This is the trip for you. And now we've got Deborah Kelly, who is the guru in Australia about motorhomes. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. Yeah, really excited to chat to you today.
The one thing I love is a motorhome. Tell me how this is going to be the best road trip ever.
Honestly, you're absolutely right. Traveling by motorhome is just awesome. It just gets you out to see the real Australia as soon as you get outside those town boundaries and you're seeing those vast landscapes, the rainforests, the outback. And it doesn't take long, you know? Australia's just made for road trips.
Everybody loves a good road as well. What are the roads in Australia like?
Yeah, I mean, we're so lucky because we're such a young country. Our roads are wide, our parking spaces are big. So driving in a motorhome is super easy.
The great thing about a camper van, if you stop somewhere and you just love the moment, you could just say, do you know what? I'm going to stay here the night.
The flexibility that a motorhome gives you is fantastic because you're absolutely right. Often you don't know until you get there as to what things really land with you and you think, this is awesome, I love it, let's just stay. You know the start, you know the end, but what happens in between is entirely up to you and what the interests are on the day. It's a wonderful way of really just making up the holiday as you go along. We're so lucky in Australia in that our campsites are very high quality. Unlike what I've in the UK, where sometimes you're on a farmer's field in the middle of nowhere, you don't really see that in Australia. You know, the campsites are fantastic locations. If you want to be at the beach, the campsite will be on the beach. If you're at a national park, it'll be inside the national park. And with great facilities as well. So obviously toilet and shower blocks, but the kitchens, laundries, swimming pools, they're really geared up in Australia for camping.
And of course, I think as well, you make more friends on a camper van holiday than you do anywhere else, because often you get to the same campsites and you say, oh, what have you done? Where have you been? And when you're sitting out there having a beer or a glass of wine in the evening, you're camping, you're maybe cooking a barbecue, everybody comes round.
Oh, absolutely. The campsites are so sociable and Australians love to chat. So you end up sharing a bottle of wine with the neighbours and then getting great tips as well. You know, again, this goes, oh, we were there yesterday. You've got to go to this cafe or you've got to go to this winery. It was really amazing. So you're not just sitting with your family group for the entire journey. You are chatting and talking to other people as well, which is, super fun.
And one of those other things as well about when you're out on the road, I love is the fact that when you stick your suitcase in the back and you unpack, whether you're there for 3 weeks or whether you're there for the full 7 weeks, it doesn't matter because it's there. There's no hassle of moving rooms.
Absolutely. Everything's kitted out in there. So there's all the kitchen equipment, so pots and pans and toasters, etc. Everything they need to make their own meals, bedding, the towels, sheets, pillows, etc. So it really does become your home.
And of course, there's always a little bit of camper van envy. There's always a bigger one that pulls into your campsite and you want to go have a little look at. Now you're going to have the Maui and you're going to have the Apollo. Tell us a little bit about both of them.
Yeah,
Which one should they go for?
So we have a fantastic fleet of the two brands. So we have Maui, which is our premium brand. All of the vehicles there are under 2 years old. So if we're talking about camper van envy, Maui is the one that you want to be in. Apollo is fantastic as well. We have an age guarantee of 4 years on there. So it's still fantastic. So just slightly cheaper to make sure that it's fitting into everyone's budget. We do motorhomes very well. I mean, the company's been running for over 30 years. We manufacture our own vehicles as well as renting them and selling them. We know vehicles inside and out.
So, and as well, different sizes. Is there 2 berths, 4 berths, 6 berths?
Correct. Yep, that's the way it works. So the smallest ones we do are for 2 people, and then up to 4 and 6. We often find that if there's just 2 people traveling, they will take a 4 or a 6 berth, just because it gives them that extra space in the vehicles.
For the snorers. You're one end of the van, I'm down the other. Deborah, give me one top tip. So the one thing that when you go away, you will always make sure happens.
For me, when traveling in a motorhome, it is all about traveling like a local, going to the breweries, going to the wineries, going to the farmers markets, or just the local supermarkets. I mean, I adore foreign supermarkets, love it. Down on the south coast, when you pick up oysters, local oysters, and you're eating them at night, you've been to the winery, you've got the wines. Oh, I mean, for me, that is what makes a motorhome holiday.
There's nothing better than getting on the open road and doing your own thing. The only thing that you need to do is make sure you get to game day. Anything in between is a bonus. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Deb, thank you so much. I just hope you've got enough fans.
We'll make them.
I love it. We'll make them. Deb, it's been an absolute pleasure. See you on the road next year.
Thanks, Scott.